anyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about cheap eBay nail drills. The first half is going to be about me complaining on this one, which I bought back in July for $52 something on eBay. There's other Australian websites that sell it for $100 and over. I only use it to take off a design that I previously had, especially if there's glitter. I don't use it on my natural nails. I don't use it for long periods of time. I just do a little bit, take off the top coats and the first layers, and then that's it, just to get a feel of how it works and get used to it. I just wanted something cheap to learn how to use it so that I could get good, because I don't want to hurt myself with something a whole lot more powerful. I had looked all around YouTube, online, everywhere for people's reviews, and another Australian girl had bought this. Her name's Princess Chan here on YouTube, and I asked her. She said she's had hers for years. The only issue she had was with the headpiece, which she just replaced, no worries, and she uses this in her home salon, and she's had no issues with it. So I thought, I'll give it a go. She's in Australia, she's got it has an Australian plug, righty. So I went on and I found it and I bought it, and then it came with the foot pedal, rhinestone wheel, a toe separator, and I think that was it. But once I got it, after a little while, I probably only touched it in the beginning like once every 3 weeks, and I would only use it for like max of 15 minutes. So it wasn't heavy usage at all. And then I just put wrapping paper over the top to make it look nicer, and I had no issue. The only thing was, once I had put this on a month or so later, I noticed that the headpiece stopped working. She said that hers was broke pretty quickly. So then I realized it was with this thing. If it's not, it was screwed up too tight, so I had to have it semi-loose for it to actually spin, which I didn't really like. But anyway, it wasn't very long after that when you plug it in, the only way that you know it's on without pressing the foot pedal or the power button is it makes like a ringing, annoying ringing sound. I had done these, and I wasn't very happy with these. You have to excuse these. These are all really beat up and they've been through some stuff. Anyway, so I wasn't really happy with this design, so I came back sooner than I normally would to take it off, and when I turned on the power, there was no ringing sound whatsoever. It wasn't the drill piece, because there was no power coming to it whatsoever. So of course, because this happened mid-December, so the drill wasn't even that old, I messaged the seller and they didn't reply. So I doubt they're going to. So then I had my partner open it up, and he couldn't seem to find anything wrong with inside of it. So I was really frustrated and annoyed. Like, I know people say if you're going to do it, you've got to go out and put money into the drills because the cheap ones just don't last. But I figured there has to be a budget-friendly option for people who are just beginning and don't have hundreds. Some of the drills are $800 and something on the Australian websites. I don't have the money for that. A lot of people that I watch don't have the money for that. So I figured, rather than go out and buy another expensive one, I'll get a different cheap one. And then my partner's going to have a friend of his who's good with electrician-y stuff, and have a look at that one and see if he can figure out what's wrong with it. But I probably won't use it. He might use it as like a Dremel for tool type of stuff. So then I went on and I watched heaps more videos, did it again, went for hours trying to figure out which one I should get based off of reviews, and I was finding it difficult to get one that had an Australian plug, because I once got a UV light that didn't have the Australian plug, and that had issues, so I'd rather just have the Australian plug to begin with. So then I went and looked all on eBay and a couple of reviews. There was a couple that I liked, but then I went on an actual website, so I figured they would have a warranty system if something went wrong. And I went on amr.com.au, and they have this Glamour brand. And this was only $30. It is like a lot of the pink ones I see all over YouTube. But I've seen other people do hauls on AMR, and I'm hoping if anything does go wrong within that short space of time, they'll have a warranty thing, or they'll be more likely to respond if you have a complaint or something and do something about it, because they're an actual company. So I went to them, and I'll quickly mention while I was on there, because I was already paying for shipping. Shipping was $9, the drill was $30, and then I thought I'd try out their brand of gel polish they have. So I grabbed the top coat. I thought it was a no wipe, but now that I go back, I don't think it is. So that's just their normal brand top coat. And then in the clearance section they had a colour which was on sale for only $3.60 instead of $12. So I thought I'll chuck that in as well and see how I like the brand, see if it's any good. Don't know if this will show up on the camera. For some reason when I get too close it won't focus, but it's like a dark emeraldy green with a whole heap of glitter flakes in it. And with the drill, I've only just opened the box and had a quick look, and then I thought I'll just do it on video. So it's like a lot of the ones from eBay and these cheap brands and AliExpress and whatnot, but it actually has their brand labelled on it. Comes with the little holder thing, which is a lot better than the cheapy eBay one. This one's really rubbery, but it feels better quality than the cheap eBay ones. I'm assuming that's the little cup holder thing. Oh yeah, comes with that thing. The other one came with one of these as well. Got the drill, the foot pedal, and the handpiece. That's nicer than the other one too. The other one, it wasn't a twist chuck. It was just push in, push out, and it was really stiff. But this one's much nicer. It feels much better quality. Oh, that's really nice. I didn't even know how to work this. It's really nice. I really like that one. The foot pedal is bigger. I like the foot pedal. I notice a lot of people don't tend to use their foot pedal. I like it. But this one's got the actual fuse. That's what my partner was looking for, to find where the fuse was with the other one. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it was like they were like really big and chunky. That's why I wasn't keen on getting it. There's another cheap one. I might insert a picture and see if anybody has something to say about it. Another one that I wanted to get off of eBay that takes up hardly any table space. Because I thought that this one was going to be a whole lot more bulkier, but it doesn't look like it's going to be. I'll plug it in, see how loud it is. Which way does it go that way? It's in reverse, go forward. Power. Okay, it's not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? Let's sit there. Why is that not coming on? That's not doing anything. Why? What am I doing wrong? That's not that loud. If I turn it off. Forward. That's not that loud. I feel like the other one was louder than this, and the the handpiece really vibrated. It said it was low vibration, but the other one really vibrated. I only ever used it like, I think, max on 5, but particularly I would sit on 4 for most of everything. If I was to put this one on 4, that feels a lot less powerful, but that's not loud and it's not vibrating that much at all. This might be better than I thought it was. I really like the actual drill. Yeah, see, I'm wondering if they say they're both up to 25,000 RPMs, but I feel like this one, I might have to put that near high to be on the same speed. So it's the same. I feel like I'll have to have this on a lot higher setting to do the same job, but it's not anywhere near as loud and vibrating as the other one. Pretty heavy with this one. Looks better than I thought it did. It's pretty good. So I think what I'll do is I'll see how this one goes for a little while, and I'll take off this design with it, have a bit of a play around, and then see if it's still good after 6 months. But I think I still will look at the other one that I wanted, that I was talking about, that takes up hardly any table space, just because it's just so slim. But I think that will be my next one if this one dies. Fingers crossed it doesn't. But I'll have to have a play around with it, see how it goes, and then come back and like update it on it or something. See if I still like it and I'm still using it. I don't know whether that was just the cheapy sanding bands that came with it, because I feel like mine were better. I feel like I would have easily taken off the whole lot with that other drill, so I'm going to put it down to the sanding bands and the fact that I could probably have it going a little faster. But I mean, I will say this feels pretty warm. I don't know whether that's just my hands and the fact that it's like over 40 degrees today, but my other one I didn't really notice if the handpiece got warm or anything like that. But I'll have to come back when I'm actually finished with this and set it up and actually take them all off. But it feels good. It's nice to hold. It doesn't vibrate anywhere near as much as the other one did. I'm a little bit disappointed that as I'm right-handed, the writing will always be upside down, but that's alright. Anyway, I hope that somebody enjoyed this video or may have found it helpful. I will put a picture of the other drill that I'm thinking of getting, because I went through, when I was that frustrated, I just thought, and my partner's very much a believer of, you know, you don't try to do great things with crap items. So he's like, get a good one, just get a good one. But I wanted to find, I originally was kind of thinking, yeah, he's right, you know, if I'm going to do it properly, I'm going to do it really without all this cheap, nasty stuff. But I went and looked and I thought about getting the Cooper Mani Pro, and a couple of people recommended that to me. But to get it in Australia, it ends up being like nearly $400. So what was a $100 drill to someone else that would recommend it is just too expensive for me. I thought about getting the, I think it's called a Marathon, a K35, and you know, that's really expensive. That comes up over $500. You know, that would be like my goals one, I would suppose, if I could get to that point. But I think in the end I just snapped and thought, no, there has to be a cheaper alternative for people. Even if because someone's probably going to be like, you're going to buy 10 cheap drills and then you could have just spent all that money on a better drill from the beginning. But no, there has to be an option for people who are learning, don't have a high budget, can't afford all these fancy things. So for $30, if this thing lasts a good amount of time, or more than the other one, it's getting points. But anyway, I think this, obviously you can get this one on eBay from different brands, but the fact that I could get it in Australia with the plug from a legitimate company with their names slapped on it for $30, it's the same on eBay, so I went with the website. But if you're from overseas or whatever, these ones are all over AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, all of that. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful to somebody. If you have any questions or want me to update on this later on, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.